We are gearing up for an incredible night of AEW action with our AEW World Title Unification match. Hi everybody, it's Tony Schiavone in the Control Center. And tonight, AEW Dynamite returns to Cleveland and the Wolstein Center. Tonight's airtime, 8/7 Central and live on TBS. For our fans in the 216, tickets are available at AEWTIX.com. Here's the one we've been waiting for. In Cleveland, it'll be CM Punk against Jon Moxley. They will go one-on-one to unify the AEW World Title. And if last week on AEW Dynamite was any indication, this one is going to be wild.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Years ago, I used to think that me and CM Punk were a lot alike, actually.
Oh my God! The AEW World Champion CM Punk has returned to Dynamite!
I felt like I could relate to CM Punk. I felt like maybe me and him actually had a lot in common. Turns out, me and CM Punk are very, very different.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
CM Punk obviously upset that this was supposed to be another Summer of Punk, but the broken foot sidelined him, and Moxley once again put AEW on his back, carried this company through the summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that Jon Moxley's got a lot of fans, and he can be number one in your heart, but he's not number one in this ring. I am the AEW champion. Tell me when I'm telling lies. But Jon Moxley has always been number two. There's always that guy that has his number. I'm that guy. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Jon Moxley is the third best guy in his own group. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Jon Moxley has been interim AEW champion. It means temporary. Tell me when I'm telling lies. It means temporary.
CM Punk is a talker.
Look out, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk is dropping pipe bombs.
He thinks a microphone in his hand gives him some kind of power, that his words can have effect on the outcome of pro wrestling matches.
Being the best is about heart and soul and guts and fighting spirit, and we both know that you ran out of fighting spirit a long time ago.
Words are words.
Uh-oh.
Blood is real.
Now things are just breaking down. Here we go. Right hands from both sides.
CM Punk! I've been waiting too damn long for you to come back. I'm sick of waiting. You want to unify these belts? I say, let's do it right now. Let's get this shit over with.
These are two guys that just want to fight it out, man.
He's been trying to be separated once again.
Got to get one of them out of the building at some point, because this is not going to stop.
The match to unify the AEW World Championship, the AEW Interim World Championship, that was supposed to take place Sunday, September 4th at All Out. But after the physicality, the repeated physicality, Tony Khan knew there was absolutely no chance of keeping Punk and Moxley separated for the next 3 weeks.
Next week, we're gonna unify the World's Championship in Cleveland, Ohio, my home state, and I'm gonna treat myself to a home-cooked meal when I get my teeth on your broken, gimpy-ass foot, and I bite down on that foot, and I rip and I tear at the flesh and the tendons and the bones, and I make you scream and beg and apologize for your disrespect, for everybody who called me interim champion, everybody who says I was a placeholder, that I was just a guy keeping something warm for when the real star came back. They will apologize for their disrespect.
Fans tuning in to Dynamite tomorrow night live on TBS can expect glorious, beautiful pro wrestling violence.
CM Punk will pay the price for AEW's disrespect, for the whole world's disrespect, for years and years and years of being a placeholder for somebody else who had better hair, who was a bigger star, somebody else that was supposed to be at the top.
I understand what it takes to be the best. I know what it takes to talk a big game and say that you're the best in the world.
Just because you're supposed to be the best doesn't mean you are the best. CM Punk might have been the best at one time, but he's not anymore. This town ain't big enough for the two of us when it comes to Jon Moxley and CM Punk. Our savior, our hero, the voice of the voiceless, the great martyr of professional wrestling, is full of shit. And I'm gonna crush him.
For the first time ever, it'll be the AEW World Champion against the AEW Interim World Champion for the Undisputed World Championship. And it's all live on Dynamite in Cleveland. Also signed for Dynamite, Dax Harwood will meet Jay Lethal. Now this one has been brewing for a while, especially when it comes to FTR and Wardlow, and Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt.
Oh my God, Wardlow! Driven through that table by Satnam Singh!
You want another shot at this? You got it. But tonight, I'm whooping all three of your asses. We beat you so bad that even FTR started to take notice. They took pity on you. The worst thing is they have now made an enemy out of the three of us.
Make no mistake, he doesn't need help. He didn't ask for help. But there is no way in hell we're gonna let him go out there and get jumped by you three clowns. Nobody messes with the Pinnacle.
FTR, what you did was you made a big mistake. For a second, I was starting to like FTR. For a second, I was respecting what they did. Now, none respect whatsoever. I don't respect a damn thing that FTR has ever done.
At one time, Jay Lethal, people called you the best wrestler in the world, and today they may still do the same thing. In my mind, today, August 17th, Dax the Axe is the absolute best professional wrestler on this planet, and I say that with as much humility as I can muster up. If you got a problem with three of us, Jay, Dax the Axe, Jay Lethal, what do you say? Top guys, out.
This match, Dax against Jay Lethal, is going to be a tremendous matchup. And here's what else is on the card for Wednesday Night Dynamite on TBS from Cleveland. The second Dynamite semifinal in the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament, as Death Triangle will face Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. Now this past week, the AEW's All-Atlantic Champion Pac and Death Triangle had this to say about this upcoming tournament match.
United Empire, Aussie Open, William Ospreay. Now, Billy, a little birdie tells me that you like to parade around this industry like the very best Britain has ever produced. Well, I beg to differ. And me and you, Bonnie lad, we have unfinished business. So let's just say I'm looking forward to next week. Very much so. And with my brothers beside me, mi familia, we are an unstoppable unit built for this tournament. And if you haven't heard just how dangerous Death Triangle are, well, you must have had your head in a box. Gentlemen, we'll see you in Cleveland. I hope you're ready.
The winner advances to the Dynamite Trios final against the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. We're also going to hear from Ricky Starks live on Dynamite. Plus, it'll be father versus son for the first time ever in AEW as Billy Gunn with the Acclaim takes on his son Colton Gunn with Austin Gunn. And in women's action, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, faces Kylan King. That women's match between Britt Baker and Kylan King really heated up last night on AEW Dark. This and so much more live on AEW Dynamite, live tonight on TBS at 8/7 Central, emanating from the Wolstein Center in Cleveland, Ohio. Tickets at AEWTIX.com. Come early. Tonight's matches begin at 7 o'clock local time for our fans in Cleveland, and stay after Dynamite for AEW Rampage. And speaking of Rampage, join us this Friday at 10/9 Central for another great hour of AEW action on TNT. This Friday, we will have the second Rampage semifinal in the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament as the House of Black collides with Dark Order's 10, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds. And for the Ring of Honor World title, Coming up on Rampage this Friday, Claudio Castagnoli, the champion, will defend against the Natural Dustin Rhodes. That is all coming up this Friday on Rampage on TNT, 10/9 Central. Be sure to join us for 1 hour of AEW action. Now, next week, fans, it's our big week in Chicago for All Out all week long. With Dynamite live next Wednesday, August 31st, Rampage live on Friday, September 2nd, and then the big one, AEW's All Out pay-per-view live Sunday, September 4th. The event is going to originate from the Now Arena. Combo tickets for all three events are available at AEWTIX.com. And we know so far, as part of the All Out card, it'll be Thunder Rosa defending the AEW Women's World title against #1 ranked Toni Storm. The Trios Tournament Final to crown the first ever AEW World Trios Champion will take place, and we'll also have our Casino Ladder Match 2022. Now, more matches to be announced for All Out this week. All Out's coming your way Sunday, September 4th, and only on pay-per-view. All right, this Friday's a big day for AEW fans, and where you can see us live in October. We have 2 dates coming up for our friends in Toronto. AEW Dynamite's debut on Wednesday, October 12th at the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto, and then the next day, October 13th, we're going to have a taping of Rampage right back in Toronto again at the Coca-Cola Coliseum. AEW Dynamite returns to Cincinnati and the Heritage Bank Center, this time with a very special Tuesday night live show. Mark this date down, Tuesday, October 18th. The following week, Wednesday, October 26th, we make our only trip to the state of Virginia in 2022 as we return to the Chartway Arena in Norfolk. And then on Friday, October 28th, a mere 2 days later, we have a special live edition of AEW Rampage emanating from one of the great entertainment facilities in the nation, the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. Fun Friday for all friends and family. But tonight is the night when we unify the AEW World title as World Champion CM Punk meets Interim World Champ Jon Moxley. It's all live on TBS tonight, 8/7 Central. We'll be live in Cleveland at the Wolstein Center. Tickets at AEWTIX.com. Come early. Matches in Cleveland begin at 7 local. Stay late for Rampage. I'm Tony Schiavone. See you live tonight, ringside in Cleveland on TBS. We are AEW.